What's up, guys? Kate Woods here to bring you my review of Eureka 780, episode 22. And this week's episode was very interesting, especially towards the end, which I'll get into a little later. So this episode, it starts off where it left off from episode 21, where Elena, as he came to her senses, he calmed down, and then out of nowhere, Truth arrives, and pretty much Truth, he just, like I said, he lost his mind. He wants to destroy everything. He wants to destroy this world, and he said that he saw a world where there was no sculptural, no secrets, and this pretty much people were able to make their own energy. And he just went off and he just attacked using his IFO, attacked Maggie, attacked Elena, and then this targeted Owl. And the thing is, this IFO has an interesting fighting style because it pretty much is like a raging bull. It just charges at you, and it has like this small mechanical claw where it can try to grab you. It has some energy missiles as well, but overall, it's just destructive power. He was just chasing Owl left and right, and Owl was like, "What's your goal? What's wrong with you? I thought we were, are we on the same side? Like, what's going on, Truth?" But Truth, he just wanted to destroy Owl pretty much. And Naru, when she went back to the Sculptor site, she sensed that Owl was endangered, so she pretty much activated the Sculptor, and pretty much she grabbed the Nirvash and hid it to safety pretty much. And Truth was angry. He was just destroying the Sculptor. And I remember one of the military officers, he was happy to see that Truth was destroying the Sculptor. I forget his name, but he met Truth a few times actually throughout the series. And I have to say, man, Truth is showing the secrets. That can mean something later on. Perhaps he just doesn't care about anything anymore. And then, Owl and finally meets Naru one-on-one. It's been a while since they've talked. And what was interesting was during the fight, Truth had did something weird where he was spinning around with the IFO, and then all the trapdoor waves were kind of just fluctuating and makes it like a tidal wave almost. And pretty much the IFOs couldn't really move at all, and basically I was the only one that could see the trappers, and he couldn't really move the way that he wanted to. And we get to find out later on that pretty much when Truth does this, that he messes up the trapper waves, he actually harms the people who are infected with scub coral, because with the whole unbalance with the trapper waves, it kind of like basically the scub coral within them starts to grow out of control and pretty much devour the host. And that what happened to some of those IFO military pilots that with the Allied forces, that they were pretty much so infected and they were dying and they didn't know what to do. And when Naru and Owl they're talking, you kind of see that romantic part between those two, that they have feelings for one another, even though it hasn't really been focused that much throughout the series. It has focused, but not as much. And Naru, at first Owl was talking about how, that she has a crush on Truth, and he was just talking like what to do, giving her advice. But she did not, buy it, and she was kind of angry with him. And when pretty much the leader of Team Harley Quinn arrives and tells Naru about the whole thing with the Sculptor, Naru was so surprised she couldn't believe it that, all these people were damaged, because her whole philosophy of life is that, the Sculptor are, the friends, pretty much. So she was kind of a little devastated because of that, but, Owl realized that, he had to go, and, that he has to change, that he has to do what he has to do in order to, protect everybody in the planet, and everybody he cares about pretty much. So that was pretty interesting to see the two, just talking. And also the secret, the one with the big head, it pretty much combined with Elena's IFO. And he talked about how Truth, he pretty much said that Truth was an abomination. That he was a secret who, when what happened 10 years ago, he was somehow fused with the Sculptor, and it made him different from all the other secrets. And the secrets are kind of like the white blood cells of the earth. When they see an infection, they go and they destroy. And so that proves that the secrets aren't really bad. It's just the way that they tell from enemies. It's kind of skeptical a little bit. And so pretty much with Truth, he's kind of part Sculptor, part secret, and then he turned into like a humanoid, secret. It's weird, this whole thing with Truth. And also now that he's combined with his IFO, Truth, they don't know what Truth is. The secret called Truth, a Sculptor in a sense. And when they found out where Truth was, where another sculptural site, they all ganged up on Truth and basically tried to restrain him and basically find out what's going on. And Truth, basically he just says, I'm nobody. I'm just the truth. I'm the absolute truth. I'm not a sculptor. I'm not a secret. I'm not a human. I'm just the truth. And he just goes, he attacks, he actually destroys the head. So I wonder either the secret is dead or perhaps he's the secret that was destroyed was still alive in some way, um, mentally somewhere. And so pretty much, he goes on a rampage again, and Owl, he charges that truth, and another battle's going to happen between the two. And I can't wait, look forward to see that. And also the ending of this episode. Oh, the ending. Guess who we see? Renton Thurston is there, and he pretty much is roaming around the world, and he's trying to find Eureka, and he's noticing that all the scub coral was causing damage, and people were dying. And what was interesting though was Renton's look, because Renton had red gray hair, and I'm pretty sure not that much time has passed. So it's kind of weird that why would they give him gray hair to begin with? Not all of it, but like the front of his hair was gray, and I thought that was pretty weird. And pretty much he looked like a scientist. He was dressed with the gloves and everything. And then out of nowhere, a seventh swirl appears, the seven pillars of light. And then he calls on a Nirvash. And this Nirvash is the exact model from the movie Goodnight Sleep type Young Lovers. And but the only difference was the color, because it was mostly gray and green. Now I thought it was very interesting that they would actually put the Nirvash from the movie. They call it, I believe, Spec 5. Probably another one of Renton's inventions. He's been building so many Nirvashes. The Nirvash that Owl has, and now this new one looks pretty powerful too. We know from the movie, if it has the same abilities that the one in the movie had, it's pretty powerful. Um, but yeah, I was surprised to see Renton at the end. It looks like he might meet Owl. He was more concerned with Eureka, so maybe he doesn't know about Owl yet, and that's gonna be a huge surprise, a huge moment between the two. But with Renton, I don't know. He had a shotgun with him. Something with him was just different. I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking too much of it because of his hair, but I guess it was just good to see Renton, and hopefully, the series is coming to an end pretty soon. I believe it has like 2 or 3 more episodes. And yeah, the ending I think what made the whole thing, just seeing Renton and possibly him have some Nirvash action. But it's gonna be so weird because they're probably gonna see so many 3 Nirvashes, the original one, the one that Owl has, and the one that Renton has, like a whole Nirvash family reunion. I think it's gonna be weird. Um, but yeah, man, truth. I'm gonna look forward to that battle. Perhaps we'll see more what that IFO can do. I thought this was a solid episode. The ending was kind of like made the highlight of the whole episode with Renton Thurston's return. Hooray! Hopefully we'll see him with some more Nirvash action. Let me know your thoughts down below. What you thought about this episode, what you liked about it, disliked about it, predictions, and don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe up above for more reviews. And I'll see you guys later. Peace. Thanks for watching.